Hi there, welcome to the Nomadic Owl Oracle. My name is Jessica, and I am going to be doing the February general read for the zodiac sign of Libra. This is a general read, like I just said, so that is meaning it is not going to be specific as far as love, finance, career, anything of that sort. It is going to apply to those it resonates with. It is not for everybody. If you would like a personal reading, you can schedule that with me later after I do this reading. However, this is a message that I am doing to help others that might need it at this time. So there's a few things I'm going to point out before I start my reading. If you've never watched one of my readings, this is my second month to do this. So I'm new to this. So please bear with me with all the kinks that I might have in my videos. I am trying to get accustomed to all this and how it all flows and how it all works and give you the best reading possible. So with that being said, I pre-shuffle my cards prior to the reading because I hate watching other readers sit and shuffle for 20 million minutes, it seems like, at times. So I like to sit with the cards and meditate and do all my spiritual stuff prior to the reading. That way I can focus in on your reading and not what I'm having to do prior to it. Another thing is I read in energies. So that means I am not going to specifically say this man, that woman, anything like that. This is a reading for you. So you will know exactly what it applies to if this reading resonates with you. If it doesn't resonate with you, please check your sun, moon, and rising sign. You can find that on Google or also on Cafe Astrology. Another thing to keep in mind is I do cuss at times. So if you don't like cuss words, I apologize, but I'm going to be me. And I want to be 100%. I want to be as real and thorough as I possibly can be for my readings. I want to give people the best reading I possibly can. So I like to be myself. I like to talk to you the way that I would talk to my friends if I was doing a reading for them or if I was trying to help somebody. My whole intention for this channel is to be able to help people. Whoever needs it the most will be who this resonates for. Another thing to keep in mind, guys, is I am not like other readers. The first thing I do is I give you my intuitive take into the cards. And then after that, I will read from the actual book what it states. I want to be able to give you the most thorough read possible. So without any further delay, I want to apologize that this has taken me so long to publish. I was sick for a while, and also I was snowed in due to the really bad weather here in Washington. So guys, I apologize again, but let me get started with your reading. So for the first overall energy that you have for the month of February is the mermaid with a baby alligator. So this card, guys, is talking about you've been through a lot of shit, and you don't possibly see yourself as you truly are. You're tougher than you think you are. Alligators are, in my opinion, very impressive. I love alligators. I'm from Florida, so woo-hoo. But anyways, alligators are very smart. They're actually very resourceful at times, and people give them a bad rap that they're all mean and aggressive, and that's not necessarily true. An alligator really won't mess with you unless it feels threatened or unless you're coming into its territory when you don't need to be in its fucking territory. Let's be honest. Alligators are very tough. Their skin is very thick, so they can handle shit that other animals wouldn't be able to. Like you could try to stab an alligator and you're going to have a really hard time trying to stab an alligator's skin because it's so thick. So that's what it's saying to you at this time, is that you are stronger than what you think you are. Your skin is tougher than what you think you are. So you need to start giving yourself credit for being that way and see yourself as you truly are, not as what you think mentally you are. You are more than what you are thinking. The next, I don't know why the fuck I can't talk, but the next card that you have for your overall energy for the month is the trilobites. So the trilobites is talking about something that has taken a very long time to culminate, something that is moving slowly, something that, you might have wanted to happen faster. You might have hoped that it would have progressed on a different timeline than what it has. But right now you're being urged to just chill and take it in and realize that these delays and this slowness that is in this situation is for a reason. Maybe there's something you're not seeing. Maybe you are thinking something is one way when it might be another way. That could be either good or positive. You'll know if that resonates with you, what the hell that's talking about. But I'm saying it's telling you to look at things thoroughly. Stop being so logical. Follow your head and your heart. Be able to balance the both to see something for what it truly is. So for the clarifiers that you have, the first one that you have is dreams, and it stands for vivid dreaming, dream messages, and dream teaching. However, this card is in the reverse. I'm trying to get it to where you can see it without a glare. With this card being in the reverse, it's saying that right now, you may not be sleeping like you need to be sleeping. You may not be giving yourself time to relax. Maybe you're so stuck in your head over some shit that's going on and it's stressing you the fuck out. But you need to make time to sleep and get good sleep, because you're going to burn yourself out if you don't. But also, you're going to miss signs and symbols and things that you're being given by your guides, by Creator, by the universe to be able to help you at this time. Sometimes dreams might seem like they don't mean shit, but when you look them up, they might actually be very important messages that you need at that time. So keep that in mind. The next clarifier that you have is the wave of power. It says a surge of power, upswing in energy, exhilarating movement. However, it is in the reverse. So you have a possibility for something good coming in, something good trying to manifest, but you're doubting it and you're scared to take the action that you need to take at this time to be able to move forward into the situation. You're doubting yourself. You're putting your past circumstances and situations into this and they don't have a fucking thing to do with what's going on now. The past is over. You got to live in the present. If you want the future to be fruitful and be productive and be abundant, you have to learn how to balance everything out. You are the Libra. You are the scales. You are supposed to be balanced. I don't know what's happened to you guys, but you're all out of fucking whack right now. So my advice to you would be, stop doubting yourself. Look at all the good you've accomplished. Consider the fact that you're human. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has shit that they're not proud of. Everybody has things that have happened that put them in hard places and hard times. It's time to let go of the things that are weighing you down, that are keeping you unsatisfied and doubting yourself. You are more than that. Keep that in mind. The next clarifier that you have is energy field adjustment. It says aura cleansing and health. So this one's in the reverse also, guys. So it's saying you got to get your energy back right. You need to step out of the situation that you're currently in and step out of your head and try to distance yourself from certain things and situations. Maybe go walk and be in nature. Maybe go on a vacation if you're able to. Take a day to yourself to do something that makes you happy, that takes your mind off of all this shit that's weighing you down, because your energy is being blocked right now. With your energy being blocked, you can't progress forward because you're in this negative mindset. So I don't know if you've heard the term, but what you think about comes about. So if you're negative and you're focused on all this bullshit, you're going to keep drawing it into you. You're feeding that energy. So it's a time to try to focus on what you do want, what you are happy about, what makes you feel loved, what makes you feel that you're abundant, that you're doing what you need to do. Focus on the good. Focus on what you want to bring in, not what you don't want, and not all the negative shit that's happened in the past. Okay? So then the last card that you have as the overall outcome is guide. It says a guide, mentor, a trustworthy ally. However, it's in the reverse. So you are blocking the knowledge, the wisdom, the help that somebody is trying to give you. You are not wanting to accept it because maybe you're so stuck in your old ways and the old life that you had that you're not seeing what this situation with this person truly is. This could be a friend, this could be a coworker, this could be family, it could be a lover, whatever the case may be. You have to be able to accept this person, this guide, whether it's an angel or a person or a spirit or creator, whatever it is, accept it for what it is. Know that it's there to help you. Know it may not be what you want it to be. It may not be who you want it to be. But God, creator, angels, your guides, ancestors brought this to you to help you at this time. Don't block that person, that thing, that ability to be able to heal you, to lead you on the right path, to make you see what you need to see. So now, guys, I'm going to show you the decks that I'm using today. The first deck that I'm using is the Myths and Mermaids. It's the Oracle of the Water. And then the second deck that I'm using is the Oracle of the Mermaids. So these decks I felt would be really good for the month of February due to it being the month of Valentine's Day and love and all that shit. Mermaids are all about emotions. Water is all about feelings and caring and love and all that stuff. So I felt like this would be a good spread to use for this month. Now, guys, I gave you my intuitive take into these cards. Now I'm going to read from the book the actual meanings of the cards to give you the most thorough read I possibly can. There might be things in the book that I didn't say, that I didn't pick up on intuitively, that you need to know at this time. So I am going to read those from the books for you now. So for the first one, the mermaid with the baby alligator. Bear with me, guys. Okay, so it says, remember your resilience. Life can be tough, and lately things have been taking their emotional toll on you. Yet in spite of everything, you are doing all right. You are all right. You are not just a victim of your circumstances, you are a survivor. Like the alligator, you have the courage, the strength, and the hardiness to deal with any challenge and to handle life's setbacks with renewed determination. You have been blessed with all the tools necessary to maintain a sense of well-being. Be it patience, faith, or even a sense of humor in the face of adversity, you have what it takes to remain resilient at this time. Even though the tough times will come, and they're not going to go anytime soon, focus on your resilience, and you will come out stronger. I'm sorry if you see my cat Kenai. So it's saying you have the ability to move forward. You have the ability to push past all these blocks, all these things that have kept you stuck, all these things that have kept you in your mind. It's time to accept that and start seeing yourself and your abilities and your strength for what it truly is. The next overall energy that you had was the trilobites. I'm sorry about my watch. It's now midnight. I've been at work, so I came home and I'm doing readings to try to get these out to you guys because I didn't want to wait any longer. So for trilobites, what it is saying to you, bear with me, guys. It says, expand your timeline. Trilobites are ancient creatures who once roamed our oceans for millions of years. Over time, they have become but fossil memories. Just as it took millennia for them to change, so too your situation will take much longer to mature than you originally thought. Take heart, however, this is a time, and it will do good for you at this time. Take this opportunity to meditate on your past and future actions, consider your words, and perhaps even rehearse your lines over and over again until you have everything just right. But more importantly, do not rush. Do not rush the situation. Take your time and let each situation ripen in its own way. You may not know precisely what you're waiting for, but worry not. The time will not be wasted. Mentally expand your timeline and make good use of your wait. So it's saying, yes, you've been in your head, but you've been thinking negative things. So it's time to try to just accept that this block, this delay that you're having, that is not progressing things forward in the way that you wanted it to, it's for a reason. It's to show you something. It's a lesson. It's something that you're supposed to learn at this time. So guys, now I'm going to read the clarifiers that you have. The first one is dreams, and it says vivid dreaming, dream messages, and dream teaching. But keep in mind, this is in the reverse. So with it being in the reverse, it's a little bit different than what it would normally symbolize. It says sleep disturbances. awaking throughout the night, unable to remember or recall or fill out your dreams, a sense of something being out of your reach. Sleep that is shallow and fitful, or simply proclaiming you do not dream. This, along with denial that your dream or your dreams matter at all, could be taking place at the moment. First, change your sleeping environment and begin to soften in your determined opinions. You have dreams and messages that are wishing to speak with you, but it is up to you if you choose to remain deaf to them or not. So, like I was saying, it's telling you that at this time, you're being shown messages, you're being shown things that you need to see. And maybe you're just not open to it. Maybe you think it's all a bunch of bullshit, but it's not. It's actually a tool to help you, a way to lead you forward out of this current situation. So try to be more open. Take time to relax. Take time to sleep. The next card that you have was the Wave of Power. And it says a surge of power, an upswing in energy, exhilarating movement. However, it was in the reverse. I'm so sorry, my allergies are bothering me, guys. Okay, so with this being in the reverse, it said, instead of feeling inspired and ready to catch this great wave of power to work with this surge of natural energy, you may be fearful, intimidated, spending precious energy convincing yourself why it's not the right time. All your fears may be surfacing and urging you to stay safe, and you may simply do anything you can to hide or avoid this wave, or dive deep below till it passes, or paddle out beyond where it cannot be caught. You may also feel that it's inevitable that anything this powerful will harm you, but the truth is these are all excuses that you're making to avoid moving forward. It is time to turn, time to paddle hard and to catch that wave. Work through the fears and know that they serve you not at all. For too long, you have practiced and claimed you wished for this moment. Now that it's here, it can now be taken. You have more strength and balance and the ability than what you think. So it's saying that you've been hoping for this situation. You've been hoping for things to shift and to change. And now that the time is here for you to make that move, you need to do it. You're scared. You're putting all these stipulations on a situation that are from past experiences. And that's cool and gravy and all, but it's blocking you from your manifestation of good things. So it's referring to surfing. And I'm going to bring this up because I lived in Florida. I'm from Florida. And I used to surf occasionally. I'm not that good at it, but I will tell you, you have to swim really far out and you have to sit there where the waves break. Okay. So you have to sit where the waves are coming up out of the water. So you're out there on the surfboard and you paddle out to where the waves are starting and forming, and you have to turn your board around really quickly and paddle as fast as you can and get on that bitch and balance yourself and ride that bitch in. Okay. It's really fucking hard. And I didn't believe how hard it was until I started doing it. But the more that you do it, the more that you believe in yourself and you overcome that fear and you overcome that self-doubt, you're gonna be able to move forward. Stop holding on to the past. Stop putting shit and stipulations on this that doesn't need to be invested in this. This is your chance for good. And that's what it's trying to say to you guys. So the last clarifier that you have is energy field adjustment. And it says aura cleansing and health. But it was in the reverse also. So, like the other ones, you're blocking this at this time. Maybe you're not seeing it for what it truly is, and you need to see it for what it truly is. So with this reversed, it says neglect, belief in self-care as vanity, a great block, or your self-love and happiness, refusing to understand or examine the need for your own energetic self-care, neglecting all the natural world's forms of healing at the expense of your auric health, feeling and thinking it is only humans who can offer healing or channel the divine energies that clear and cleanse, feeling it is others who need to look to their energetic health, not you. Too much time inside without sunshine and without cleansing waters. A thirst for health, ill health, and disrupted emotional patterns beginning in the sensitive auric body, which needs its own form of rest, care, and treatment at this time. and all is available in nature. Within those we call healers, but also within the healing bounty of your own imagination. So, this is saying that you might think that the problem is everybody else, and you might think that the block is everybody else's blocks, and that is not the case. It's saying that you need to ground yourself. You need to spend some time out in nature, spend some time trying to clear your energy, trying to release things that aren't serving you. You may not see the weight and the pressure that they're putting on the current circumstance, but if you don't make the changes you need to make, it's only going to continue to hinder you and block the good that's trying to come in. So be aware of that. And then for the last outcome that you have is guide. And it says a guide, mentor, and a trustworthy ally. However, it was in the reverse. So be more open. Be more accepting that things aren't always going to be what you want them to be. Things aren't always going to turn out the way that you want them to turn out. Unfortunately, that shit sucks. I get it. But you got to learn that it's not in your control. You can't control certain things. Life happens, and you have to adapt and overcome. So with this card in the reverse, it says, unsure of whether there can be such a thing as a spirit guide, believing that your spirit guides are the only ones you have been told they are, without checking in for yourself. It's time to let go of one form of guidance and allow another to come to you, and feeling that you do not wish to change. Feeling that spirit and emotions have nothing to do with each other, wanting a guide that looks and feels a certain way, rather than allowing them to be themselves. Not wanting to explore the times in which you have inhabited the water as a mermaid and as one of the beings of Atlantis and Lemuria, or of Lioness or Wise. But the water guide wishes you to know this is part of yourself more.